crypto market is about to explode?
Another correction, banana number 3. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. Off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looked very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. Can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats. Don't fuck this up.
So basically what he's talking about is this, which we stipulated just about some months ago. And what's interesting here is the similarity between this right here and this. So we had this move up here and we came back for a retest. It's very similar to this. According to Ron Paul, the guy who was explaining in that video, the banana zone, or the big move to the upside, which is kind of similar to this big move right here, may be happening as we go into 2026. Now, the only chart that I can tie that to would be the Benner cycle. One other important thing that I noticed with BTC is how the 50 weekly EMA actually behaves in the bull and bear markets. So as we see here, the blue line or the blue ribbon, whatever you may choose to call it, when we go above it right here, we are in the bull market. Most of the times when we come back below it, we go into the bear market, and this is on the weekly time frame. By the way, I usually emphasize on these time frames because when you talk about the daily time frame or the weekly time frame, some people don't immediately get what that actually means. When you chart on the weekly time frame and make a forecast, some people start to expect that what you're saying happens tomorrow, but in fact it could take weeks to months, and between that time and now you will have retracements on the way. One other thing that I noticed on this chart is how we deviate from the ribbon and go into that banana phase. So you see that we actually made a move up here. Maybe I should zoom this a bit. So an example would be here, and this is really far back in 2012, where we escaped this line here and we zoom straight up into the banana phase. Here, it also happened in 2016, where we had this retracement right here, and we zoomed straight to the upside without any other retracement of that line. And here, which is one of the times when we actually came below the EMA and we went back up for the banana phase. Here, when we start to come back to retest that line, yeah, we are already having bear market warning signs. So far in this cycle, we have not had that type of big explosive phase to the upside where we completely deviate from the EMA. Of course, it's not a guarantee that we will have that big banana move to the upside, but it's a confluence to our general thesis. A concern for me, though, is why whales are not accumulating, given that we are expecting something so humongous. Here we had about 74,000 BTC deposited into exchanges. Here we had about 33,000 BTC shipped out of exchanges. Here we had about 91,000 BTC deposited into exchanges. And here we had about 33,000 BTC taken out of exchanges. Now, just in case you did not know, when whales are sending BTC into exchanges, which is what we call inflow right here, when they are sending into exchanges, we assume that they want to sell it. And when they are sending BTC out of exchanges, which is what we call outflow right here, we assume that they want to accumulate. We assume that because it's unsafe to have your BTC on exchanges. So why would they be sending 74,000 and 91,000 BTC into exchanges when it's not really safe? Mostly they want to sell. Another reason, which is biased, would be that they are sending BTC into exchanges to trade those BTC for altcoins. So that could be the reason why they are sending BTC into exchanges, not to sell it, but to trade for altcoins. But it's a biased reason. Mostly they want to sell. So this is roughly my concern, why we are expecting some type of big banana zone type of rally and whales are not accumulating. Mostly they accumulate. Or are they dumb this time? We don't know. In our next video, we will go more in depth in this thing and talk about the numbers. Where are we actually going? We'll also look at USDT. In my previous USDT video update, I was actually giving you some support zones for USDT, and currently it is at that support zone. So we will make a video and cover all of that. But until then, stay safe.